it's Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army. I'm outside today. Oh my gosh, we're talking about change, and the only way that I would be able to talk about change that would do it justice is to actually make a change myself. So we've always been doing for the last little while, because it's been winter here in Toronto, Canada, and so I've been inside for quite a while. So if I'm going to talk about change today, I have got to change it up by changing my environment. So I have changed it today that I am outside chatting with all of you, and I'm thrilled to be doing that because, yeah, we're talking about change and shifting change, because there's only one person that can change anything in your life to bring happiness, and that's you. But if you don't start to make these changes on a regular basis, they're not going to happen. So I've always known for myself that sometimes change can be one of the hardest things to do, because it's hard. We're going about our lives in a routine. Everything seems to be going fine. But have you ever noticed there's just that feeling of like something is missing? I want more. How can I have more? What can I do? I'm just not as happy right now. And what's happening is because you're getting stuck in that rut. Maybe you're just a little too comfortable, and that's okay. But it's that wonderful moment when you can be like, you know what? I can shift things and I can change. And one of the greatest ways to do this, I don't know about you guys, but one of my most favorite ways to do this is to shift my perspective. Perspective is one of the most incredible things that we can shift. Hey, good morning, Shelly. Good morning. We're outside today in the spring weather. It is so bright and sunny out here. I can't even tell you just how sunny it is. It's fantastic. I love everything about it. So good morning, Miss Shelly. Hello, Bruce. It's so nice to see you as well. Good morning, Bruce. And I can see there's so many others that are joining. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Sheila. I saw your name pop up. Hi. Yes, it is very lovely. It is. Hi, Caroline. Yes, nice weather. I agree. That's what's so fantastic about spring is all of a sudden it's like, yes, you know what, Sheila, you're right. It's Motivational Monday. And that's what I absolutely love about Mondays, is because we are motivating ourselves on this beautiful spring day, and we're motivating ourselves today with change. And the first thing that I talked about, good morning, Michelle, honest to God, absolutely, good morning, love my scarf, yeah, me too, thank you. So one of the first things I was talking about was perspective. And I love perspective because shifting your perspective can all of a sudden give you a completely different outlook on things, a completely different outlook. And that's what's so fun. I love this story, and I'm going to share this quick little story about a young baseball player. He's just a kid, and he constantly says, I am the greatest hitter in the world. I'm the greatest baseball hitter in the world. And this kid totally believes in himself. So he goes out to the park with his baseball and his baseball bat, and he throws the baseball up in the air and says, I am the greatest hitter. And he swings at the baseball and he misses. And he's like, that's okay. Picks up the ball again, yells out, I am the greatest hitter. Throws the ball up in the air, swings again, and he misses. Third time's a charm, right? Third time's a charm. This little kid sits there and he says, I am the greatest hitter in the world. He throws the ball up in the air. He misses again. And so he stands there for a minute, and then he says, I am the greatest pitcher in the world. Shift in perspective. It's a way, it's a change. It's how you're thinking about yourself in a different way. And one of the greatest ways to actually find out, how you can shift your perspective on yourself to have any sort of change at all is ask your friends, ask your family. Sometimes we see ourselves in one way, and that is it. You know those people that are constantly saying, I'm not a very organized person, or I don't think I'm a very driven person. I'm just someone that, I don't feel like I've got it all together. And then you talk to someone else and they're like, what are you talking about? You're the one leading this project, and you're doing that, and you're doing this, and you've got 3 kids, and they have extracurricular activities, and you're running a household, and you have an active social life, and it's like, what are you talking about? So what I'm saying here is your shift in perspective, your change can come within by sometimes just maybe standing back and even seeing yourself like that little kid who thought he was the greatest hitter in the world. And now with a shift of perspective, he sees himself as the greatest pitcher in the world. So there is one great way, guys, that you can bring change into your life. The next thing that I love so much is, how many of you drive the same way to work? You order the same coffee when you go to Starbucks or Tim Hortons. You know, you eat the same things every week for dinner. You always do groceries on a Saturday morning. You know, whatever it is, all of the things, you have your routine and schedule. What happens is when we get so stuck in these again and again routines is that we're not bringing any change. We're also not bringing any excitement into our life. And we get bored. And sometimes it's like, as we get bored in one thing, we just start to get bored in everything else. And we start to lose focus. We may not want to be doing things as much. So for instance, I'm doing this amazing 80-day challenge. I work out 6 days a week. I've changed my eating habits. I have to eat very specific things. And so what was happening is, under like fruits, there was a list I could eat, you know, under carbs, what I can eat, under meats, what I can eat. And then everything is measured out, and it's really fantastic. And it's been a great way for me to really shift and change my eating habits. Well, what was happening in the beginning, I'm on day 63 now, but what was happening in the beginning is I was pretty much eating, I had figured out 4 different dinner meals that I could make with, you know, what they had put out for me. And so what was happening is I was pretty much eating the same 4 meals every single day. Well, what happens when that happens? We get bored, and all of a sudden we may want to give up. Like I said, we lose focus. So what I did, I'm not a cook. I'm not someone that does cooking. In my house, it's Mike. So I sat down with Mike and I said, could you help me here? And he sat down with all of the lists that I had and came up with all these different combinations that I never would have known to put together, because I don't cook and I don't know what necessarily goes with what and what is the best. And by him doing that, now I had all these new combinations that I didn't have when I first started. And now I was getting excited about eating and dinner and all of that again, and I'm right back on focus again. See, just a simple shift, your change. So you're like changing up your routine that you're driving to work. Don't go the same way every single day. Try something different. It adds that little element of excitement and change into your life. Change the meals that you're eating. Try new recipes. Maybe try a new restaurant. Maybe when you go to the same restaurant, order something different that you never would. How many of you? I am so bad for that. I always go to the restaurant, and when I fall in love with something, I order this same thing over and over again. Try something different. Bring a change into your life. Something that's going to refocus you. Again, same thing as I said before, shifting your perspective. You're shifting your perspective on things. The last thing I want to talk about, a great way to bring change into your life, is to inspire yourself. And who doesn't love to get inspired? For me, I love to read inspirational and motivational books, and I read them constantly. I've always got several of them going at the same time because they inspire me and they motivate me to think differently, to see life differently. Other ways to do that is to watch inspiring movies. Any sort of biographies are a great way to do this. People that have accomplished amazing things in their life. Watch a biography on someone that you love, and you will be so incredibly inspired. And then you will be inspired to bring that great change into your life. And when we start changing the way we do things, we start shifting our focus, our perspective on our own lives. And it's just like I said, for Motivational Monday today, it is all about you are the only one that can change your life and do this. You're the only one. No one can do this for you. You have to do it yourself. So for this Monday and for the rest of this week, what can you do to change, to shift your perspective on your life, to change yourself, to bring happiness and excitement and to inspire you? What are you going to do? I want you to tell me in the comments. What are you going to do that is going to shift that for you and just bring some of that fabulous excitement into your life? You can do it. Hey, Debbie. I heard we're going to be doing the 80-day challenge together, because when I finish the 80-day challenge, I'm starting it all over again. I heard we're going to be doing it together. Debbie, so one of our Creative Core founders, Christine Termaine, She is our coach, and she is the one doing this 80-day challenge, and you go into this incredible private group with people that inspire you every single day of what they're doing. I have loved this journey, so Debbie, I'm going to be super happy to be doing it with you, the next 80-day challenge. Oh my gosh, yes, Caroline. Oh my goodness, Thomas Edison. Yes, I talk about Thomas Edison so much, it's ridiculous. This is a human being that literally failed 10,000 times creating the light bulb, 10,000 times, and he kept getting up every single day, and he kept going until he created it for us. And so many other amazing and inspiring inventions that this one human being brought to us. There is an inspiration. Go watch his biography. Okay, guys, I'm out. Have a great Motivational Monday. I hope you do something that is fun and exciting and is a change in your life. Okay, guys, have a great day.